All right, we are recording. So, first of all, we just want to say welcome and thank you so much for taking time out tonight to join us with our meet and greet. I am Stacy Holder, and I've been coaching for 4 years now and absolutely love what I do. And I just think it's wrong to not pay it forward. So, we are always looking to look for new ladies to join our sisterhood and to help others along the way. This is my coach, Stacy Bell. We have met each other because of coaching. We would not have probably met each other otherwise, and I feel like I've known her my whole life now. So this is Stacy Bell, and I'll let her chat with you a second here.
Well, hello. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'm just going to give you a quick little background on myself. I have been a coach for about 3 years. Only about a year ago did I actually actively start coaching. I actually have a really great transformation story. I'm going to save the sappy details because I always cry, but I'm going to tell you guys that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. When I started my journey in January of 2016, I was 60 pounds heavier than I am today. That's a lot. But what I may have lost a lot of weight, but what I have gained in this journey is so much more than I ever could have dreamed of. It was so much more than just losing, a few pounds and gaining 30 back because I had no accountability and no self-control over my food. And I was an emotional eater and I was a stress eater, and you name it, that was me. I've tried every fad diet there is. I've tried diet pills. I mean, you name it. Nothing worked for me. So I happened to be sitting in my living room and I seen a 21-day fix infomercial, and I watched it on repeat, and I was like, I need to try this. So I ended up ordering the 21-day fix off the TV. One of my friends, as luck may have it, had joined as a Beachbody coach. She told me about what they offered, and I was like, I think I need this. So I joined with her, and I joined this thing called a challenge group. She's like, do you want to join me? And I'm like, okay, what's a challenge group? So I joined this challenge group, and it was this whole community of women that got your back. These people acted like they had known me my entire life. They were there supporting me and pushing me and motivating me and talking me off the ledge when I wanted to quit. And it was just so much more than I ever bargained for. And that was all because somebody took a chance, became a coach, sent me an invite, and asked me if I wanted to join them, which is exactly what we are doing as coaches. So here we are 3 years later. Stacy I had no idea who this girl was. My coach had resigned her coaching position, and Stacy just kind of got me, and we had no idea who each other were. She lives in Iowa, I'm in Michigan, and I'm like, hi. And we are like best friends now. I have made so many awesome friends all across the US that I never would have known had I not taken a chance, one, on myself and getting healthy, and two, this coaching journey. So it's so much more than you ever would have dreamed of. It's so much more than just losing weight. It's so much more than just helping people on their own journey. You will be surprised at the amount of growth you have as a person every day from doing what you do as a coach. And if you're even considering it a little bit, if you've had success with Beachbody, I feel like it's our duty to pay it forward and help other people so they don't ever feel the way that we felt. And you know the feeling where you are just miserable and you're sad and depressed and you feel like garbage because you're eating garbage and you think you're the only person in the world feeling like that. And our job as coaches is to help those people. Those are the people that we are going to help change their life. And just don't be afraid. Just dive in, do it, and it'll be the best choice you ever made.
Absolutely.
It's my opinion.
I agree 100%. That is so true. And like Stacy has said, the challenge group was a game changer. That is the truth for me too. When I had started, I was just trying to lose the last baby weight and, have more energy and be a better mom because I was, I had no patience and I was tired all the time and I was cranky and I just wasn't the best me. And for me, I just needed to work on myself. And when I started, it was that community and that challenge group that was like, wow, on the days I was like, heck no, I am not doing this. I'm sore, like I'm tired, I am not. And then I would scroll in there and be like, dang, they're already after it. They already got their workout in. I haven't even got out of bed. I better get moving. I felt guilty. I'm like, they're showing up and I need to too. And that's what got me in the routine and to stay motivated to like keep going. And honestly, if it weren't for that, that's when 90% of people that like start that gym membership and they quit going because they're sore and they don't know what to do and they don't want to travel over there and they have every excuse in the book. But you can't quit when all your girls are like, where are you? I've not seen you show up in here today, and we will call your butts out because be like, you are not stopping, you're not quitting, I'm not giving up on you because we're your coach. So yeah, the challenge group is absolutely key. And I will admit, Stacy Bell here is like the Rockstar Challenge group leader. She can keep.
Thank you.
She's so good at it. And I love it because she's constantly like reading your mind because she knows like, okay, you guys seem like you're kind of falling off. I haven't seen much out of anybody. And she will like pick you up, dust you off, and you're like right back in the game. I just love it. It's like, this is what she does. She's so good at it. But I know like Jason said, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to add to your comment about the challenge group. Like, I am 110% positive that if we didn't have a challenge group, I would not have been able to be where I'm at with my own weight loss journey. I would have quit. I guarantee it, because I need somebody constantly checking in with me. Like, hey, how was your nutrition today? Like, did you get your workout in? Like, that is my favorite part of my day because I know, I'm going to have to go to my group later and tell them like how I did. And if I expect them to be doing the workouts, getting their water in, eating healthy, like I need to be doing the same thing. So I think the challenge group helps me as much as it does anyone else because it's still, you guys got me getting out of bed at 5:00 in the morning, for God's sakes. That is not my thing. And I am on week 2. Thank you very much.
Yes. There's so much truth to that. I don't think people realize when they sign up to, do the program, this is, as a customer doing their thing, they do not realize how much they help us coaches because that is 100% because we are leading them. We are, we can't let them down. And, as a coach, I'm like, I don't want to let them down. So I have to show up. I have to do it. I have to be present. And it keeps me accountable to myself and my own health and fitness because I didn't have that accountability with them needing me. Like it would be so much easier for me to go, not today, like I'm not doing it. So there's so much truth to that.
I agree.
And I think this leads right into the fact that as a coach, we want to stay on our health and fitness journey. We want to continue to get results and feel great and be that example for our families. But we also have to, in this business, be a product of the product. So, you can't really claim I'm getting results if you're not doing it. You have to show up and do it and be that product of the product because let's face it, I cannot tell anybody that, Transform 20 is the bomb.com if I'm not over here doing it, or drinking Shakeology, makes me feel amazing if I'm not drinking it. Like, I don't know how you would be able to do that. So it's definitely, Stace, can you share a little bit? Now, Stacy works full-time outside of the home besides coaching. So she has a little different perspective that she can share.
Absolutely. So I work about 45 hours a week as an office manager. I am also a busy mom of two. Mine are in the high school. So we've got ridiculous amounts of homework, first of all, and then we have sports. So we're constantly running to practice or games or wherever else. So like I get busy. When it comes to coaching, busyness is always one objection that I hear a lot. I know Stacy hears it a lot. And so I just want to tell you that like this is not something that is going to consume 40 hours a week. Okay? Like so if you're working full time, don't think that you're going to have to come home and work until like 1 o'clock in the morning every day in order to be a coach, because that is so far from the truth. And I just want to make sure that you guys understand, like I work my business probably maybe 2 hours a day. And those are not like 2 hour steady hours. Like I work in, I call it pockets of time. So like I might do some posting like first thing in the morning before I go to work. On my lunch break, my dog is jumping all over me in case you wonder what I'm doing. She is being a lunatic. Anyways, I work on my lunch break, like a half hour here or there. So that kind of thing. And then in the evenings, normally when, like if my kids are at sports practices or like if they're doing their homework and they don't need me, then I might do my follow-ups then. Or when they go to bed. So like it's absolutely your business on your time, your schedule. However much or little you want to work is up to you. It's your business and you're going to get out of it whatever you put into it. So just know that it's totally flexible and it's not something that's going to consume ridiculous amounts of time. You do need to learn how to budget your time, which I was really bad at. Like I get very easily distracted, especially on Facebook. So like I really have to like put my blinders on when I am working and just get my stuff done, and then I can, scroll Facebook or whatever. But it's absolutely doable, and it's a lot easier than I think most people think, because everybody's always assuming this is like another like full-time job, and it's not. It's totally doable.
Yes. I love how you shared about the pockets of time. And that is one thing I constantly talk about in things that I post and share in stories, because I am fortunate and absolutely blessed to be home full time doing this. Because for me, I used to work 40 plus hours a week, trading mutual funds. Not exciting at all. And dreamed of being able to like, I don't know about you guys, but I remember when I worked and I was outside in the office and it was like a slow day and I'm like bored out of my mind, waiting for the clock to like time to go home. And I literally had lists like, okay, I'm going to knock out laundry, dishes, bath time, like we're going to cuddle, and I'm going to knock out all these things. I'm going to stop at the grocery store on the way home. And like, because I have all these things I could be doing while I'm sitting at work going, is it time to go? Yeah, and there's other days where we're super busy. But my thing was I literally was wishing my life away all the time. And so I got to the point, like I've shared in our sneak peek group, my story and how, I was able to leave my job and I came home to do daycare because I had to come up with something I could do from home to bring in some income to take some of the stress off my husband. And that's when I found Beachbody. And to be completely honest, I was like, once I covered paying for my shakes and setting up a couple friends and I rank advanced, I was like, game on, sister. Like I can do this. And I think from there, it was just like I realized there's potential that I could put my effort in for me, like for my family. Like you can go to work and you can bust your butt and you can, max out on your pay or whatever, and I'm just saying my example, I pretty much was where I was going to be unless I wanted to be a financial advisor and go to schooling and, whatever. And it's like, really, this is it for me, and when I was started coaching and started helping people and like the income I was making, I was like, there really isn't a limit to this. Like no one is saying this is it for you. Like you can do as much or as little, like Stacy said, as much or as little as you want. And I was like, boom shakalaka. Like I am like, I am messaging everybody I know. I'm like, you got to do this with me. It's amazing. I feel so good. Like, just try it, And you'd be surprised because people are looking for something that works. And to hear it from someone they know and they go, wow, I see you on social media. I see what you're doing. Like, it does work, And so I guess I'm saying all that to say, like, you can make this work however. And for me, March will be 4 years, but this year alone, in 2018, I surpassed my annual income from trading mutual funds. And that was a full-time job, 40 plus hours a week. So if I can say that, and I, honest to God, God is my witness, like, I didn't think when I started, did you think no, I didn't think that was even possible. And just wanted to have a few extra bucks so my husband wouldn't say, you are not buying Shakeology every month. You can forget it. No. But I knew if I covered it, he wouldn't say anything. And so I was like, gonna do that first. And then I'm like, well, if I do that, then what if I paid off, and I paid off a credit card, a little credit card I had, I paid that off. And I was like, I took pictures of me cutting that puppy up. I'm like, this is making a difference, and like, whether it's paying for diapers or paying for childcare or paying off one bill or paying off a lot of debt, like, every single thing, it does make a difference. It makes a difference in your life, and that's what matters. So anyways, I just kind of got on a total side note of that, but I do want to talk about sisterhood because, like Stace said, we did not know each other until coaching. And we actually grew up in the same town, which is hilarious because we're both from Michigan, and I did not know her. And I knew everybody. I thought I knew everybody. But we did not know each other, and we ended up becoming like sisters just because we've got to know each other, and trips that we got to go on for this business, and the people we've met just all through coaching are all over the United States, which is so amazing. What do you think about that, Stace?
I think that it was such a blessing in disguise because as you get older, it's really hard to meet people. Like, it's not like elementary school where you just say hi to Jan and she's your best friend. That's not how it is when you get older. So meeting everybody has been such a blessing. And I don't know if it's just because everyone's coaches that everybody they got your back. They're always there to motivate you and keep you positive. And we went to Indianapolis. That was terrifying for me. That was very outside of my comfort zone. And this girl over here talked me into going. And we had so much fun. We got to meet like almost our entire team was there, and we got to laugh, and we're all running on no sleep and dragging our butts to early morning workouts with the super trainers, and I do it all over again. I'm going again this year. So it's so much fun, and lifelong friends that have been made by everybody. Everybody just took a chance and became a coach, and our paths just all led to each other, and it's been such a blessing in disguise. Yeah. Really way more than I ever anticipated getting out of this whole thing.
Yes. Like that, I was just thinking that was not anything, a perk that I even realized. It came like, and we didn't even know it. Like, doing this was to help our families or, work to stay consistent with our own health. But what we got out of it was like 10 times more because of the friendships. And like she said, we're getting ready to go to Indianapolis again this June. Is it June or July this year? I think it's still in June. I think it's
July this year.
July this year. It was June last year. I knew it was different. But we had 15 on our team all there. We all got together. We had a dinner together and just really shouted each other out and recognized all of you guys for such an amazing year and just such a great team. I mean, it was one of my dreams from my very first summit. And I went and I was like, I don't have no team yet, but one day, and I remember thinking one day it's going to be this awesome, like huge team, and we're going to do a dinner, and we're like going to give away gifts. And that's what we did. Arminda and I did that last year. It was so fun. And I don't want to run out of time or anything. So we're going to touch base quickly on compensation. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but this is one thing people always want to know is like, how do you make money? So we make money in a couple different ways. Number one is you earn 25% commission on anything you sell to any customer that is signed up under you. So any of your customers, whether it's Shakeology, whether it's a program, whether it's Beachbody On Demand or our supplements, Beach Bars, anything at all, you get 25% off or 25% commission on. The other way is by earning team volume. So when you sign up coaches, working coaches, or we call them discount or preferred customers, where you can just get a 25% discount. So when I signed up, I'm like, heck yeah, I'll save 25% on my stuff. Sign me up as a coach. I had no intention of working it. I just wanted to save the money on my Shakeology each month. So you can absolutely do that. We encourage it. We love for you to do that. And then at that time, you save your 25% on anything you purchase. But if you are a coach and you have coaches signed up and they order things, or they have coaches and coaches of coaches, it just builds volume. So everything that any coach purchases that is considered team volume, and that rolls up through your line, and you earn team cycle bonuses. And that's different based on your rank, but your first rank advance is signing 2 coaches and you're an Emerald coach. So that's always what I say. Look, get a couple of friends, sign them up, tell them it'll help you out to get them the discount, save them some money, and you are already on your way to earning more money. And the way I say it is you can earn commission and you can earn this team cycle bonus. And the reason I like the team cycle bonus is because that's when you still get paid even when you don't sell anything. Okay. So there's 2 ways to make money. Commission. So you sell something, you get commission, and then that's it until they buy something again. Then you get commission, and then that's it. But if you want to continually get a paycheck, even when you're not selling something, that's where team cycle bonuses come in. And one thing I wanted to share, I was speaking on another friend's call earlier today talking about this, and I just lost my train of thought. So anyways, what I like is if I'm on vacation, I can work from anywhere, obviously, but I can be on vacation and I still get a paycheck on Thursday, even if I haven't signed up somebody that week, which is awesome, right? So you can, be out of town or wherever you are, and and maybe you can't like push, work hard for a couple of days or something because you're at something. But it's so nice that you have another avenue to make income coming in, and that's your team cycle bonuses. And the thing I lost my train of thought was, right now, my paychecks each week, at least 3/4 of them are based off, 3/4 of my amount each week is based off of team cycle bonuses. So that just goes to show the more you sign up coaches, the more team that you build underneath you, the more volume that is constantly circulating through your business. And that gives you a constant income. And like I said, 3/4 of my paycheck comes from that versus signing up my goal 5 people every month. So just keep that in mind. It's just, there's 2 ways of making money. You can make money both ways. Did you want to touch base on any of that, Stace? I'm not going to go into like how that all works. I mean, we can go into that when you decide this is for you, but.
Right. I was just going to add that besides actual like money, you can earn tons of other things as well, just by helping different amounts of people each month. Like you earn free t-shirts and hats and backpacks, and what else? We've earned books, like personal development books. When we went to Summit, we earned live workouts with our super trainers. I got to work out with Shaun T and Joel Freeman, and I got to meet all them, which was awesome. So like there's all these other little perks that you can also get just from helping people. So those are always fun too.
Yes. And
trips.
I was going to say, one really big one is the Success Club trip every year. And this March will be my 3rd one, where I'm actually taking my husband on a cruise this year. to the Bahamas. I earned that last year. And then the 2 years prior, we went to Riviera Maya, Mexico. And then the year before that was the Dominican Republic. And I had never been there, either of those places. So it was so amazing to take my husband for free, me and him, all paid expense trip for him and I. So that is paid by helping sign up 5 people a month. I mean, it's totally doable. Believe me, if I can do it, you absolutely can. And we're not here saying this is a cakewalk. Like, we work. We do work. Okay, it does take hard work.
Right.
It definitely takes, setting time aside. You have to be dedicated to working it, just like anything you can go into business to do. I mean, it definitely takes some time, takes work. But the great thing is you have like us as amazing coaches with all these years of experience, with great training. We give you everything like we do that works for us. And we just teach you it all. So that's what's really good about having a sisterhood that is like supporting each other and helping each other, encouraging each other. We like put our heads together and come up with ideas. If one girl is struggling, man, I can't get anybody to do this month. And I'm like, did you try this? Did you try that? Say this, try that, and we will put our heads together and we make it happen and we rock it out, don't we, Stace?
We do. There's a lot of last days of the month that I've met my goal.
You are the master at that. You make me sweat it. I'm like, I don't know if she's going to pull it off. And then like, the first of the next month, well, she just did it. She nailed her goal. She did it. So she always likes to surprise me with that. Well, I think we covered most of the things, but what we do want to make sure we end with is a few of the objections that we get all the time. And number one, I would say is, I don't know if I have time. I'm really busy and I don't have time. And Stace nailed it with she works full-time, 40, 45 hours a week, 2 busy kids and everything and homework and sports and you name it. And this girl rocks it out every month helping people get started. She rocks the challenge group, like she motivates, and she finds time in little pockets throughout her day on her breaks or lunch break, after school or after work, and during sports event or practice or whatever, and she will message people and get people started. So if she can do that in her little pockets of time, I absolutely think anybody can, right, Stace?
I agree, definitely. I tried to tell myself for 2 years before I really got into coaching that I was too busy. So believe me, I know those excuses.
What do you think another objection is, Stace, that we get a lot?
I think another one is fear of failure. I think that is pretty common. I think it's common like in all areas, but when you're starting something new, I think it's normal to be afraid of failing, but you're never going to know if you're going to fail if you don't try. So what do you have to lose? I don't want to be the person who like 3 years down the line is wondering what if I had taken that chance? What if I had signed up and became a coach? I don't want to have those kind of thoughts. So I went for it and I'm very happy that I have. And I think that if you do, you will also be very happy. And you just have to remember, like, it's never just you. You're never alone. You have your entire team, and we have our teams. We have our teams. Like, we've got people all the way up to the number 2 coach in Beachbody to help us. So you don't ever have to worry about failing because you've got tons of resources. You just have to use them.
That's right. Perfect. Couldn't have said that better, Stace. And one of the other things,
the best.
Another thing that I do hear often is, well, I'm not at my goal weight, or I'm not certified, I don't know about nutrition, or, we knew nothing about nutrition. I didn't. I mean, I thought I was eating good before I started learning. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't realize that was so bad for you. So we do learn a lot as we go, but the good thing is like Stace said, I mean, we've been doing this for 3 and 4 years now. We have everything from Beachbody. They provide everything you need for success. And we have learned so much through these last few years. So honestly, that is, you do not have to be certified. You don't have to have training as far as like being a nutritionist or anything like that. And you don't have to be in your best shape, because the best thing you can do is share your journey from now to getting to where you want to be, because that makes you so relatable to everybody that sees what you're doing. And this is literally about sharing your life, your journey, and inspiring and encouraging other women to do the same. I mean, men too, but I was all about being a better mom. You know, I worked on me, and somehow in the southeastern corner of Iowa, in the middle of nowhere, this girl somehow inspired somebody. And I mean, literally, that makes me cry. It still to this day makes me cry, because I'm like, I was not expecting that. Like, that was the last thing I thought would happen in this whole thing. And because that changed people's lives, like, there's where my passion came in. And I was like, God gave me a gift, and I have to pay this forward, and I have to show other moms and other women, like, yes, you can do this too, and you can change people's lives. So, and I know Stace feels that same way, because we're like, do we need to get that box of Kleenex? We said we weren't going to get sappy too.
Seriously. 110%. Like, you just took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, I love it. So I guess the other thing was I had just jotted down was, can I help other people? Well, let me just tell you, we thought the same thing. Like, who's going to want me to help them? And honestly, people are looking for something that works and someone to help them do it. And that is what Beachbody is. So,
someone consistent. Be there for them.
Yes, someone consistent, someone that's going to be there, you know, when it's hard, and, you know, when there's success and when there's struggles, you know, and that you're not just going to bail on them and they're going to be left high and dry. You know, that's the biggest thing. So we only have 2.5 minutes left before this shuts off, I think, on us. So we will wrap it up. Stace, do you have anything else you want to say that you can think of?
I guess I would just say thank you for hopping on and checking out our call and giving consideration. I would also say, don't be an overthinker. If you have that little feeling, that little flutter in your stomach telling you like, oh, I'm kind of excited about this, kind of want to try it, just try it. Yeah. Try it. What do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. If you do it and you decide you don't want to do it, it's not for you, that's fine. But you may do it and find out this is exactly the thing that you've been looking for, and it could change your life. So that is what I have to say.
I love it. That is absolutely perfect. I agree 100%. So I'll say thank you too for joining and watching. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to message a coach that added you here or shared this video, and we're more than happy to help you get started, and we would love to have you on our team. So all right, guys, have a wonderful night, and we'll be talking to you soon.